Welcome to Learning Evolution's Retail Data Foundations Overview course. The hypergrowth of data and technology has had a significant impact on the retail industry, and having a solid understanding of the various types of data available to understand the shopper, analyze the business, and optimize operations is a critical competency for any retailer or manufacturer employee. This short overview will provide a big picture perspective and a roadmap for understanding data. It will be followed by a series of courses providing a deeper understanding of the various types and sources of data. Let's get started. To begin a foundational understanding of data, we need to understand the types and sources of data and how we consume it. The various types of data are interrelated. We're going to explore syndicated data, which means that it is amalgamated across multiple retailers or sources and has been manipulated to include projections to totals and is available for sale from companies like Nielsen and IRI. Point-of-sale data is part of syndicated data, but can also be presented as internal and proprietary with additional metrics. This includes traditional retailer POS, but also digital sales like Amazon. Shopper data includes a multitude of sources and types that track the behaviors of individual shoppers, often clustered into groups, and a small segment of which is included in syndicated sources. Geodemographic data is about the population as a whole, answering details about who and where consumers and shoppers are. How we consume data is more linear. We have raw data sources available that we can drill into and investigate if we have the technical and analytic know-how. Data is often provided in our industry in preset and populated reports with common measures and metrics. In more recent years, data visualization tools have raised the bar on how data is served, providing interactive tools that combine larger and varied data sets. And finally, the new reality is the very hands-off, fully automated world of AI and machine learning. But most companies are still not running in a fully automated data world, and even those who enjoy the benefits of some AI in their business still need to have a strong foundational understanding of the data that feeds it. Let's consider a simplified example where your smart tools provide an output that tell you to go right. Easy peasy. But what if you're asked to explain why right? What other options are we not choosing? Can you answer those questions without understanding how you came to the recommendation to go right? The path to a recommendation is usually far more complex, with lots of data feeding into it, with lots of other possible outcomes. Having a strong foundational understanding of where the data comes from and what the metrics mean allows you to have a critical, strategic perspective on whatever information or insights you are presented. Let's take a minute to talk about data versus tools versus solutions. We can talk very casually about these things, and the distinction between them can be blurry and specific to your company's usage and experience, which can differ from industry reference. Have you ever heard someone refer to Nielsen data? Pretty common, but what exactly are they referring to? Think of data as the actual numbers. Point-of-sale data, measures and metrics. Statistics, information. Tools are the software we use to access data. Nielsen Workstation Plus, Excel, and Tableau are just a couple examples of tools. Solutions have a bit of a looser definition. They are managed services that provide insights, recommendations, or automations of some sort. Nielsen Connect is an example. JDA is also a great example of the transition between tools and solutions. Traditionally, a software company with tools like ProSpace for assortment, JDA acquired Blue Yonder, and AI company in 2018, and actually became Blue Yonder in 2020 with a shift in focus to cloud-based predictive analytics solutions. These are clearly the more dynamic areas, which is why we are not going to focus on them in this training. There are more options available than we can name, and that list was outdated before we published this course. That's why you need to have a solid foundation of data understanding, so that you can be knowledgeable and adaptive as this exciting world evolves. This set of courses is designed to build competencies in data, like strategic and analytic thinking, abstract reasoning, not technical how-to skills with specific tools, but a transferable understanding of the foundations of data that will allow you to adapt to the various tools and solutions you will be exposed to. The next 5 courses will explain each type of data, where it comes from, and some of the common metrics and uses for that data. There will be lots of cross-references between these courses and the courses focused on the applications of this data. You can complete them in any order.